Stan Gibilisco here, proprietor and operator of amateur radio station W1GV, Whiskey 1 Good Vibrations, at your service from the black holes of Dakota Territory, United States of amateur radio. I just got 2 handwritten letters within the space of about 3 days from a fellow ham, and I don't recall having heard from him ever before. But what he was doing in these letters was sort of opening himself up to me, which is fine. He probably got my address out of QRZ.com or any FCC database or something like that, because the letter came to my home address, which is on my license. But no matter with all of that. He was talking about all the radios that he had and now has, and I've done the same thing on many of my videos. I can tell you right now that I have an IC746 Pro. I finally got the name right. That's an ICOM radio I bought maybe 13 years ago or so. 14 years ago maybe. When I lived in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. And I also have a Yaesu FT857 Delta, which is a mobile portable radio. Doesn't even come with an AC power supply. You have to provide the DC power, so it's obviously intended for mobile and portable. And I have a marine battery that I bought to provide the power for the thing. And it's sort of defunct now that certain circumstances have dictated that I can't tool around in big number 8 anymore. That was a fun vehicle to drive, though, to do all that DXing from there and build my own antennas and things like that. There are a lot of people. I've had a lot of radios. I've had Viking Adventure transmitter, Hallicrafters radios, a National 200 transceiver that I haven't really talked about, a Hallicrafters FPM, Frank Papa Mary, not Mary, it's something else, I don't recall, but it's no longer Mary, is it? Or is it? FPM 300 mobile radio, and I've had a variety of various and sundry accessory keyers and things like that, and they've all had one thing in common, just as my fellow correspondents' equipment all had one thing in common. They're all appliances. I'm an appliance operator. I admit it. I use a computer now as part of my ham station too, and that was purchased at Best Buy, I believe. All these pieces of equipment are put together by me and my own arrangement, of course, but only my antennas have largely been home brewed. But my true respect, my true admiration goes out to a person who could say, I've never owned a commercially manufactured radio in my life. I've built all of the equipment I've ever had myself. There must be somebody out there who's done that. But that's where my true admiration goes. The do-it-yourselfer, the radio amateur, the homebrew hound dog, indeed. Kudos to all of you. 73 to all radio amateurs and everyone else in the world, which means best regards in ham radio jargon for those of you who don't know it. And so long, which means, in my favorite language, did-da-da-da-da-da.